Luxury comes in green, but then so does envy. As the foundation gets ever stronger, the rumours still triangulate. Is it all over? Did all that carbon fibre leave McLaren with just brass? In any event, they definitely still have something.
The 570S was brought to sale from McLaren's laboratory in 2015. The engine produces 562 horsepower and 600 newton meters of torque, which is a decent slice. So the main bulk of the power is up high, so there's a little bit of lag and then a massive just surge of power, and the rev limit is at like a stupidly high 8,500 RPM. It's got power and it uses every piece of it so well. It deals with 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds and it tops out at 204 miles per hour, which is obviously a seriously potent bit of kit. It's got a 7-speed gearbox. Shifting is precise. Stabbing away at this gearbox is continuously satisfying. Traffic, there's always traffic. Cornering. Face is going to come off in a minute. Look at Gemma Collins, she'll tell you that. Power, movie. The chassis is so composed. Steering feels very precise. The car feels incredibly agile. It's got like the feet of a dancer. Considering it's got a 1450 kilo curb weight, it's scarcely believable. So, McLaren didn't engineer this car to have less grip. Whenever I hear that on a YouTube review or whatever, it really does my head in. They made this car a little bit more kind of basic, so it's a different price range. And obviously, if you give the car more of a kind of a basic old school setup, i.e. double wishbone, rather than like hydraulic cross drilled suspension, you get a little bit less grip, which gives the car more of a kind of pure feel. I think it works better. Makes the car more fun. And you can also get up to 35 miles per gallon. But if these things matter to you, you probably shouldn't be buying this car in the first place. Because after raiding your penny jar of £150,000, fuel consumption kind of takes a bit of a back seat.
So this is the 3.8 litre twin turbo engine they also used in the P1 McLaren, which is known as a formidable piece of kit. Tyre width on the front is a 225 and tyre width on the rear is a 285. Braking is dealt with massive calipers and carbon ceramic discs all round. So the 570S used a more basic setup with its aero rather than active aero. It also uses a carbon fibre tub, what they also used in the P1 McLaren.
That's what you pay 150 grand for, a carbon fibre shell. People bitch about McLaren's finish, but I think the interior is lovely. The truth is, I'm not really going to want to get cars on this channel that I don't like. So don't think I'm someone that just says everything's great, because like I said, I'll be honest, this car is great, but if you want something that's full of drama and gonna make your heart pound, this is not it.
There's not a lot of drama in here. It rides really quietly and beautifully. Breakaway on the limit, very predictable. A little bit of understeer which can be manipulated by throttle inputs, but very predictable. It's a goer. It really is a goer. Packs a good hard punch. It's not what the car does in a single event, i.e. acceleration, braking, cornering, because all of them are a very, very high standard, but nothing that will scramble your brain. It's how it consolidates all them things, you know? It's like looking at a boxer that hits really hard, but has got a naff defense. Ultimately, it doesn't matter how hard you hit, if you haven't got everything else, it doesn't matter. You're never gonna go anywhere. So the McLaren does everything to a high level. That's why it's a complete car. That's why it's a fast car. That's why it's got my seal of approval. If you're out there and debating to buy a 570S, do so. They are a very good all-round car. Just when all the electrics start kind of crying to you, don't come front of me. One thing I would say, which is one downside about the McLaren, is the brake pedal feel. As you travel into the pedal, the feel changes. It's like you kind of get an abrupt amount of bite, and then like before that, it's kind of nothingness.
People keep looking at me like I'm really wealthy in this car. Truth is, I haven't got a penny in my grandma. It's not my kind of car, but I respect it. I really do, and it is a beautiful thing. It's not wild enough, it's not crazy enough, but it is cool.
Is the McLaren worth the money? If you look past the electrical demons, and that's a big deal. It's fast, it has no bad habits. Yes, the electronics may lock you inside the car and take you captive, but life's too short to be normal. Let a breath of fresh air open your lungs. In this instant, I'm proud to be British. I don't want a cup of tea. I don't want a biscuit. I don't want a HMRC or taxis. I want McLaren.
I'm going to start tearing up here. I've got to go. See you next time.